Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is InsideAgameR. Welcome to another event. Welcome to OMSI2 BCS Simply Connect Bus Company. Today we're on Yorkshire 2. Obviously, unfortunately, not Yorkshire 3 yet. Hopefully we'll see Yorkshire 3 at some point. No, I'm sure we'll talk a lot about Yorkshire 3 during this stream. But hello to everyone that is here so far. The Team 1 UK, hello. Arjun, hello mate. B.G, hello. 194. Sophie, hello. Ben H, hello. Kelly Edwards, hello. Charlie Williams, hello. Kevin Graham, good evening. Yeah, Jordan Crawford, hello over there on Facebook. Hello to you all. So yeah, so what we're going to do, I don't know who's in the room. I think Prince is in charge now for the next couple of hours. We got the usual faces: Amy Lou, Jonathan Holmes, B. Galaxy Alex. We've got loads of others there as well. The usual crowd, which is all well and good. Prince plays. There he is. Hello. Why is the blind like that? No idea. Yeah, coffee flavor and toothpaste flavored jelly beans. Who does that? Who does that? I haven't had jelly beans in a long time. I don't even know they still did that kind of thing. Okay, so anyways, yep, so we're going to go back into town. That is the plan. We're in the man. We got some of the single deckers newly repainted this week, thanks to Whiskey Stuffs. He's catching up on all the buses that we're missing. I believe most of the right hand drive now is painted, I believe. The Man 81 looks good in the Simply Connect. Yeah, it does look good in this livery. It'll look really good in the B8 as well. I'm sure you'll all understand that. So, yep, so we're in the Man 81 first, before Callie steals it. I was trying to record with this yesterday, and I think Callie was on it all night long. Yeah, it's all good. So, yeah, we're in the Man. I don't know what time we're leaving. We're leaving in 3 minutes or so. We've already let the passengers on, so we'll just turn on the lights. We'll turn on some lighting in the cab here for them. I don't know, do we do the heating in this bus or not? Can never remember. It's 20 degrees. I mean, it's not cold, but we'll whack it up a little bit. Passenger comfort is very important at Simply Connect. We will get you there at some point. This feels like going to school for the first time. Can you see other players? I can see other players on the map that's next to me. It's not on this screen. I don't show them on this, but I have noticed that is still... Move that across there a little bit. Actually, you know what? I can go underneath. I didn't know where they were going to be. There we go. So we can't actually physically see each other, but we can see each other on the mini-map, if you know what I mean. Tell Glenn B playing OMSI2. I don't think Glenn B is playing OMSI this evening. I don't know. Glenn B might be here. Who knows? Okay, we're nearly good to go, though. Nearly good to go. All aboard, all aboard. Yep, so good turnout for the event as always. Got some new people in the office this evening, which is nice. Nice to see some other people doing the office work. That isn't me. Wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan of the office. Okay. Oh, someone's got their first emergency. Prince is sleeping.
Hey mate.
Hello mate, can I get another tour please?
Yeah, what would you like, mate?
Anything other than the U36 or 37 please.
Sure, mate.
What's wrong with the university routes, B-Dot? Come on. Come on. Someone has to do them.
Would you like a Route 20?
Yeah, that's fine mate, yeah, please.
Yeah. And it's in 6 minutes, mate, yeah?
Excellent, cheers mate.
All
For any
right,
of you that aren't used to Control Center, that's what we do weekly now. Seems to be mostly my OMSI stuff is on a Wednesday. We do these CCS events where some people sit in the office and the rest of us are driving around. It is open not just to company employees, it's open to absolutely everyone. Everyone. Okay, we're pretty much good to go here now, aren't we? We're pretty much good to go. We could admire the repaint just for a minute longer. Did you know that GTA is like OMSI2? Not quite. Not quite. GTA doesn't quite have the graphic capabilities of OMSI. OMSI is world-leading technology. For sure. Okay, let's get in the bus. God, this time's going very slow. You do them then. Always issues on them routes for me. Drive for an hour and don't register. Yeah, it's always like the last bus stop, or there's one bus stop on the U's that sometimes bugger up. And yeah, it is a bloody headache. Maybe I'll do a U next. We'll see. Do people want me to do a U route? Maybe I'll do a Euro. A U route. $10 to race me in a bus. Well, in real life, I'm pretty good with a bus in real life, mate. I don't think you'll do me on a real bus. Trust me, I know how to get the people A to B as quick as possible. Okay, let's get out of it. I don't know if the volume's turned up. I know this bus is fairly quiet, so hang on, just make sure the volumes are all the way up. When people do come in the office, they might blow your eardrums out. I do apologise. Let's get moving. I dare you to pay a five or two. Put it this way, mate. I took my own kid out on the bus and he vomited. So, there you go. I know how to drive when needed. Don't challenge me. I remember, like, I won't say drivers' names in case, but me and another driver racing back at doing the dead runs at night. We used to do a lot of that crap. You want me to do a U route with the ALX 400? We can do. I'm open. And Siler, hello, mate. My problem with the U buses, it's impossible to finish without being late. Yeah, on CCS it doesn't really matter as much though, because I don't think it affects the company ratings. I could be bloody wrong, but I don't think so. Sim, you're a bus driver in real life. Yes, I am a bus driver in real life, yeah. There's too many roundabouts, that's all I'll say. That's good, it's good. Keeps all the people on their toes. We have a coastal route here that's bloody dangerous and it's bumpy, it's twisty, it's turny. Yeah, and you get all the tourists will come over and it'd be the young kids on a Saturday go to see the Cliffs of Moher and they'll all be hungover thinking it'll be an easy bus drive for 2 hours and they'll sleep. Oh man, I'll have them all vomiting out windows in no time. Does he watch your videos? No, he probably has better things to do. Hello, Ben. Don't know if I saw you there before or not. This man A21 is lovely, isn't it? So yeah, Yorkshire 2. Been a while, we haven't done this in a while, have we? The next one should be on Bristol Airport or Cotter or something. We can't do it on those maps because they don't hold enough drivers. We get between 10 to 15 drivers on every event now. So those maps, Gainsborough, unfortunately, all of them, they're all out because they can only take between, even Smart, and between like 5 and 10 drivers. So it's a huge problem with UK maps. They're just not busy enough to have good CCS events. So we're very limited to London, Stratford. Well, even Stratford's not that great. Scunthorpe, obviously Yorkshire, and that's all we have at the moment. So that's our biggest problem for CCS events. I haven't even played that Bristol Airport map in forever. Could add it to the company if people wanted it. I doubt it. The repaint looks good on that, yeah. The A21 does look good. Does he play OMSI? No. So glad the hill's gone. Jesus. Yeah, it's a bit of a funny one, that hill, isn't it? You in a bus, you just plough down it. It's all fine, all good. Oh, friggin' hell. My own bloody teammate not even gonna let me out. I bloody rode the curb. Andrew Smith, hello mate, welcome. Jordan Crawford, how do I join the company? It's on BCS. You need to get the bus company add-on for OMSI2, and you'll see us in the public list. I'm doing the Route 9, nice. Blue Ridge Gaming, hello mate. Ticket Inspector has entered the bus. Okay, he's coming with us for a ride. All well and dandy, it's taken with us. The Bristol Airport map isn't fun to drive. Yeah, it's okay to like do one run every now and again in it, that's about it. I know the OMSI map doesn't work very well in it either. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, yeah, it's okay, isn't it? It's a bit of fun. No fair dodges yet, no damage dodges. Bristol Airport is good for farming activity ratings on BCS. Yeah, we do have a bit of a company rating issue at the moment, haven't we? Does the windscreen wipers work? It should do. They sound as bad as they are in real life too. Oh crap, now it's not going to turn off. There we go. Yeah, the A21 is a free bus to download in the company now. The aim is to have all repaints done before September for the left hand and right hand. Right hand is now done. It's the left hand drive that is needed badly. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. This guy doing my route or what? Arjun, how's everyone been? Good, mate. Excited for your week off next week? Yeah, be nice to go to Belfast. Never been to Belfast. Had my second vaccine today. I'm not feeling 100%, I'll be honest with you guys. But we're alright, we're moving on. Just jobs are done yet. The Spectra's been done for a long time. We were only really missing the single deckers, the street light. The smaller MMC was missing. I think we're all good now. I think on the right hand side we're okay. Left hand side not so okay. We're getting there. We're getting there though. Like everything else, takes time. Doesn't help that the company buys a new bus like every other day. Oh.
Hey,
Hi, mate.
could I have an extra, please, if possible, a 20?
What the
I'll
hell is
try that
this?
looks at the moment.
Any, yeah, no problem.
If you have one.
Okay.
Next 20 is at 12:51. Is that alright, mate?
Yep, that's alright.
There goes all yours, mate.
Thank you.
No problem.
These Simply Connect bus drivers, just like the company ratings show, they don't know how to bloody drive. Yeah, the Spectra was definitely one of the first done, yeah. You are alright there, Kelly. All aboard. That's okay, Silent. It's very realistic to what our bus drivers like in real life. Yeah, so as I was saying, unfortunately, we are having a bit of a crisis when it comes to the rating. We were in the 90s for so long. We've had a few issues, and we can't get above the 85%. I currently can't add any more maps to the company, which is a big shame, because for me, I like to change up, especially the left-hand drive maps every month, because I like to make videos on different maps. And unfortunately, I can't add anything at the moment. We're literally stuck. What we have is what we have, and we're on 84%. And for about 3-4 weeks now, it is just not moving. I might actually have to contact PDP because it's a little bit frustrating. I can't add anything now because of. It seems to be a lot of missed trips. There was one driver, I won't name names. I know we booted one out this week because he was like 10% completion rate. Like he kept coming in and cancelling tours, so we got rid of that, and we'll continue to do so. Look, OMSI is one of those things. It crashes, things happen. That doesn't matter. But if you're doing it every run, then I have an issue. Because like I said, it's just affecting it for everybody. Like, if Yorkshire 3 was to be released tomorrow, I can't add it to the company. You know, it's that kind of thing. Okay, these people wanted to get out of here. Oops. Got bloody buses everywhere. We need a SC Merc Bendy bus. Oh, that Merc thing. I mean, I can get one. That's no big deal. Will James, good evening. How are you? Where have you been? My worst mod ever. You actually literally are probably my worst mod. I never lied before, see? Do you think Train Simulator is going to add multiplayer? Nah. There is a new Train Sim game coming at the end of the month that's supposed to have some sort of multiplayer aspects. One can control signals and things. Won't be coming tomorrow, rest easy. Yeah, but it's not tomorrow, that's the problem. It's the fact that we've been 3 weeks now on 84.4%. And even like last night, I did 6 runs last night, and 100% all of them were above at least 90%, and the rating doesn't budge. And then you got people like Amy Lou, you know, OMSI Nut, 100% every time. Jonathan Holmes, high scores every time. Stephen Bradley, high scores every time. Prince, I've seen your scores. Good records all the time. B.G, good. Johnny 7000, good. Like, and you guys are doing the most runs out of everybody, but just this bloody rating won't move. It's like it's bugged out or something on us. Well, I thought after you said I was the worst, yeah, you did. You proved me right, mate. You definitely proved me right. Are you still flying in the VA? Haven't seen your name pop up in the VA in a little while. We was only 4 for ages, dropped down now, and it's mad. People drive really well, and the rating doesn't budge. Yeah, it's absolutely, it blows my mind. Like I said, we have a core of 7 or 8 drivers. Even Callie, even your records are really good, and you drive a lot. And it just they're not budging. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure it's bugged out because I know they made some changes on the last update about how it all works. I wonder, has the maths broken it a little bit? But yeah, and definitely need to do something. I might have to call them, not call them, but email them.
Hi there. Could I have a ambulance and police to Nunes Way? Just the stop after the next one.
Nunes Way.
I'm not sure how it would show up, but not the plow in, but the one after that.
I'm gonna have to go down here to pick up.
Is Park Avenue your next one?
Well, the next one for me is plow in, but I'd rather
after
have it a bit ahead of that because so the one after that shows up for me is, in my timetable is Nunes Way.
I can't see that one on here. Do you have Ingborough High Street?
No, do
Ingborough Lane?
No, do Oakhart. Just Oakhart. I think it's on the map. Should show up.
Yep, I've got that. Yep. So you want the police and ambulance, yeah?
Yes, please.
No problem, mate.
Thank you.
Should be 5 minutes.
Perfect. Thank you.
No problem, mate.
The factors other than full core ratings, principles that PDP won't share the effect to. Yeah. It's okay. Like, if you're just doing this for yourselves and it's your own company, yeah, it gives a lot of roleplay to it. But when you're a YouTuber trying to make videos and the only videos I really make are with BCS, it's nearly no point driving single player, like when I can earn money for the company. So it's very annoying for someone like myself who just wants to add an extra map this month, and we're just tied because all our map slots are full. And I dropped 4 maps last month hoping that we could drop to gain another one at least, but no. Yeah, it's really bloody annoying. Like I said, most of the core drivers, like, you know, you're all very good. And I can see all the statistics, and I'm looking at them all. It's just blowing my mind. Well, once you're 85, there's no limit to the maps you can add. Yeah, that's it. So basically, we were above 85. We had a lot of maps, and what I did, well, I just wanted to change some of them around. In all honesty, that's all I wanted to do. And I dropped some, but then our rating dropped as I dropped them. And the thing was, then I couldn't add any more to the company. Did I watch NXT last night? I did not. I haven't watched any wrestling in ages. I was given a key to that new wrestling arcade game though. But yeah, it's just sometimes it's frustrating, especially when you want to make content, and that's why I swapped my left-hand drives out. It's, you know, there's quite a few of us that really do enjoy left-hand driving the company as well. But oh yeah, it's bloody annoying. Glenn Bixley, welcome. How's the future? You got any news for us? No one's talking to me today. It's cold. It's not that cold here, actually. Tick Inspector has entered the bus. Yep, he'll carry out the inspection as we go along. All good. All good in the hood. Yeah, it must be strange when you haven't looked at this map in a while and you've been rebuilding your new one. I will have my wheel sword soon so I can do more driving for your company. Awesome. I've got to get you on some events as well, Kevin. Tested the steering wheel, pedals and work, for God's sake. Okay, we've got two jammy Dodgers. Money in the bank. Tested the Joy fly stick. I love it, but I can't fly it. Well, at least you have the tools to learn now. You definitely have the tools to learn. I'm bloody jealous, you get to play the new one all the time. I think a lot of people are excited for the bus as well. It's kind of double whammy with Yorkshire, you're getting a really good map, and then we're going to get a nice bus with it as well. Uh, 194 bus, hope you're okay. Yeah, we're surviving, aren't we? What else can we do? I'd like to use Microsoft Flight Simulator if it would let me. Yeah, to be honest with you, since the last update I've not even tried to do a full flight. I'm not even going to waste my time. I'm not even going to waste my time. But the new Dash 8 from FlyJ Sim looks like it is any day now. Unfortunately, I bet you it comes out when I'm away, which I'll be gutted for. but we'll definitely be looking at that once it does come out. But yeah, we all know how I fly a Dash 8. I think the last time we landed doing donuts. I'm doing another snow and chat moss inside. Can't help myself. It's a good route, isn't it? It's a real nice route. You say that, but it's not as fun as you think. I hope people are excited for the map as the bus. Like I said, it's kind of a good double whammy, isn't it? You're getting kind of like a 2-for-1. Yeah, look, we're quite excited here in the company. I'm in the wrong poxy lane here. We're all quite excited here in the company for Yorkshire 2 anyways, and it'd be nice to have a new CCS map as well. That'd be really cool. There's a Dash 8 coming out. Yep, FlyJSim's new Dash 8, and it looks banging. They're the same people that have done the 727 and stuff, and they've done some good planes before, so they released a picture earlier today saying imminent, so I reckon it'll be here by next week, if not the weekend, for sure. Lewis, hello mate, welcome on Facebook. So yeah, dead excited for that Dash 8. We'll have some good flights with that, I'm sure. Oh, shh. I'm going 35. Slider gets the new buses too. Another reason to be jealous. Yeah, I'm not friends with the right people, obviously. I need to try harder. Look, I can wait. The bus will be here when it's here. We'll all get it. I'm not that bothered. Glenn B, is there a date for Yorkshire 3 yet? No. No date. Sometime in the future. Maybe we'll get a nice Christmas present. Hey, Slider. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Did you see the bus back off? Did you see that bus back off you? Follow you all the way up, yeah. We are trying. Really gonna look into maybe making a timetable mod for Smart and see if it's... Yeah, look, if you know how to do that, to change the timetable, and we might be able to... I don't know why I just waited all that time and no one actually wants to get on here. It'd be great. See, the problem with Smart, it only takes 5 people. And the same with Gainsborough. I mean, look, if there was only 5 of us, I'd do it, but we get so many, it just doesn't make any sense, because this makes good money for the company as well, so... I can't wait for Akala. Yeah. I haven't seen any updates in Akala recently. I must admit, I haven't seen anything. But I'm sure it's on the way, as everything else. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm going to have to do what that other bus did. That's a terrible junction. That car should be stopped at the lights a little bit further back. But it doesn't matter because this map is gone now, I suppose. I'm going to get done speeding here again now. What's the speed limit? Is it 30? 20? Oh, crap. I hope it's before Christmas, not clinging to the map that long. Have you heard anything about any updates for London? We were all promised updates for a long time now. Do you reckon we're going to see an update anytime soon, Si? I don't know, you might know more. But yeah, Carla's great. It looks really good. It performed really well for such a big map as well. Junction's gone. Yeah, it's a good thing that Junction's gone. Daniel Lewis, hello mate on Facebook. Hello, hello. Hello to everyone. But that's the kind of junction you get in the real world. Oh, the electrics has just gone on the bus. Crap. Okay, so the electrics has just gone. We're at a final stop nearly as well. Just going to pull in here for a second. I've got doesn't matter. I've got no hazards. You know what? We've only got the one stop. Let's not mess around. But I won't get the LP, but I can live without the LP. I wonder what come first, the London update or Yorkshire 3? Yorkshire 3 probably. If I knew anything about London, I'd say it's down to the creator to publish them. I wouldn't even say if I knew. Oh yeah, fair enough. We may never see a London update. Andrew Smith, hello. So yeah, so I should call the controller, but what we'll do, we'll just put the bus back and say nothing and let somebody else take it out. That's what we do in real life as well. They assign you a bus in the morning. If it doesn't work, you just take the one next to it and don't say nothing. Someone else will go into it and be like, ah! We all love each other at work.
So, can I have a car, please?
Yep, sure. Anything in mind?
Probably one of the university routes, please, if you don't mind.
Do you want the long one or the short one?
The long one, please.
Long one, yep, sure. The next long one I have is at 1316, okay?
Yeah, that's no problem.
Do you want a higher bus or?
Yeah, please, if you don't mind.
Yep, no problem, mate.
Can I preferably have the Studio Polygon?
Yeah, you can hire whatever you want. So when I give you the option, you can go into the computer, click on the little bus icon, and then hire whatever bus you want.
We got all the Studio Polygons there. I don't know
thank you very much.
Bye bye. Want to rent them, but hey ho. I think we actually have one of each variant. Oh crap! The doors don't open. Okay, say nothing. That'll do. A bit of money in the bank. I thought it was a backfire. It's like the Batmobile, wasn't it? Ben Martin, how are you on Facebook? How are you, mate? How are you? I'm not ignoring you. Okay, we'll go back to the office because we're going to need a new bus. We'll leave that for somebody else now. Somebody has the guts to go do a U-route. Be right back, Norris, mate. I'm not connected to the radio. Alright, yeah, that's alright. Okay, but we do need to talk on the radio, so I need to pull it up. Prince, can I get a route, please?
Of course. Would you like the return or something different? Or?
Something different. Give me a U-route. Everyone's complaining about U-route, so give me... Can I have the 36? If there is one. If there's not, then I'll do something else. I'll do the 37, actually, as well. It doesn't matter.
There's no 37, unfortunately. There is a U36, though. 1311.
Yeah, I'll take it.
It's all yours, mate.
Cheers, mate. Okay, we'll move the voice chat down here, out of the way. Okay. Oh, crap. Pressing every key, then the right key. Okay, what are we going to take? I'm tempted to take an MMC. Or do we take a Gen 3? What do you reckon? What have we got? What's kicking around in here? 70 buses. And we don't know what to do with any of them. I do like the master deck. Gen 3. That's the dual door one. Any preference really? Ben, good. It's good to hear, mate. Yeah, he's hiring I assume could be. I'm sure he wants. He always has a street light. I'm sure of it. 3 hours into the office last week was a killer. Yeah. MMC, not gonna lie, this is kind of fun. Oh, Prince, you're more than welcome to do as many of them as you want. Okay, we'll take the 10.3. I think that'd be big enough. We're starting at the Ashbury University. Awesome. I mean, look, some people like it. Some people sit there and have TV on and just chilling in the background till someone calls them. It's nice to do a bit of both. Like, we always find enough people to do an hour here and there. Hasanka, hello, mate. Hello, boy. Hello, mate. I'll take that. I think this is the ADL, is it? It could be the Scania. I can't remember which variant this was now. I didn't look hard enough. So yeah, we're going to do a 36. Nobody wants to do a 36, so we'll do a 36. We'll see how it goes. You do realise if he takes out a straight line U37, he'll be full off 2 stops. Yeah, well, that's up to him, isn't it? Ross Farrelly, good evening, mate. How you been? Who is allowed to work in the control? So basically, nearly anyone is allowed in. Usually, it's the trusted lieutenants, the people that are in the office the most. There's a good kind of 6 or 7 of us. Are we going to load in today, or will it be Christmas? The ADL, was it? That's okay. Scania is nicer, but we'll take the ADL. ADL's fine too. I like both. I don't mind an MMC. Okay, Yorkshire counties. Hopefully the route works, because yeah, we get a bit of issues with BCS sometimes. It doesn't register stops, which is a pain in the ass. Zachary, hello mate. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Alive and well, been done some 1 hour flights to the VA, plan to do the long haul and go to bed, sleep. Oh yeah, I did notice that you started picking up a couple of flights, I must admit. Street light on the U36. Yeah, why not? And you probably take the 8.9 variant as well, you wouldn't even take the 11.5. To be honest with you, the 36, even in real life, you'd put out your bags of crap out onto it, being a uni run. The Tridents, that's what the Tridents are for, really, isn't it? Hello. Make sure everyone, you do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Follow on Facebook. All the people there are watching. It's nice to see so many on Facebook. Facebook is growing nicely as well, which I like to see. I might join. I don't know yet. Join what? The BCS company? Yeah, you're more than welcome, mate. You're more than welcome. We have about 45 drivers currently. Yeah, so I'm just changing the mini-map here. Be 1 second. Okay. What are we doing here? So we are the line U36. Unigo 1. 11, 13, 11. This is our route. Mirrorless.
Audio working. January 10th, 2020.
Prince, I'm ready to take over from you if you want.
Oh, yeah, sure, mate. Cool. All yours.
Cheers, thanks.
No problem, mate.
What was the best bus in game? It's hard to tell. I like a variety of buses. You know,
James, just to let you know, you've got there's a message from Caliwax for a new route.
Yep, no worries, just doing that now.
No worries, mate.
So it depends. Everyone has a favourite. Yeah, the B70L is nice, Spectra's nice. But you know, I like going in MMC, but then I might not go near an MMC for a while. Last night I drew quite a few streetlights. I quite enjoyed myself. You know, it's nostalgia for me though. You know, I used to drive streetlights when I first passed my test, which all of you know. Made it very common knowledge. And yeah, so I had quite nice fun actually, even in them. And then I'll go away and then I might drive something else. And yeah, it's nice to have a good mix, to be honest with you. We could do it for some more. Why not? Okay, I think we're pretty much good to go for what we can do. We are the U36. God, I haven't done this one in ages. Where's my board? Bloody down here, look. University drop-off. Okay. Put the bus into drive is always a good start. And we'll get the camera so I can see both mirrors nicely. I don't have to keep changing direction so much. We'll have a good look at the bus on the outside in a minute.
James, can you throw me a route, please?
Yeah, of course, what would you like?
Can I have the... Oh, what's the number? Number 20, please, from the Windhaven, if you got it.
20 from Windhaven. Hang on. Yep. 20 to Windhaven. Yep. Right, that's done for you.
Thanks, buddy.
Bloody bus. I think all the people are broken. We'll leave them. We don't know what they're doing. Can you send me a link to the company, please? You just go on BCS, mate, and you'll see it. There's no link to send you. You gotta go on to the list, and you'll find us. Okay, U-Phase 6 in the MMC, the ADL. Short of 10.9, single door. God, I haven't done a uni route in ages. Bradley, what is your favourite map and route? Again, that's a real tough one. I think West Country, even though I'm a bit burnt out on it, I really like how it is. I like the kind of seaside town. It reminds me of my holidays in the UK. Caravan sites and stuff when I was growing up, Haven Parks and all that kind of thing, so it's a bit nostalgia, I suppose. Shall we try and reverse for these people and see, does it help them? I know sometimes they don't always work here. Because they're doing my head in being broken the way they are. There we go. Welcome aboard. It's okay. I'm not doing a uni route on this map ever again. Yeah, no, I don't do them very often myself either, but look, it's okay when you're streaming. As long as it picks up all the routes, I don't mind. Some, like I said, you do get the odd one that it doesn't pick up that you registered, normally near the end. I always find it's the last stop that kills me. Okay, look, let's move the time forward. There's no point dilly-daddling here, is there? Watch the flood of people come in.
Hello there. Hello.
Hello. Well, Bradley, you're always more than welcome, mate. D46 works. Well, I'm glad it works. Okay, we're good to go. Let's get the wheels in motion here. Get rid of this. Okay. Scunthorpe is the one they don't hit at the end. Yeah, Scunthorpe we find doesn't hit the end, and sometimes this one as well. Sometimes it's a bit iffy. Everybody wants to get off already at one stop. I knew it was going to happen. They already know that my driving's not good enough for their standards. You know what? They can stay on the bus to the very next stop.
Hello.
Hello, could I have a 17, please?
You can. It's fine to you.
The longer one, if possible.
17, the longer
One
one.
with the diversion.
Yeah.
I never have problems coming. I always have
Okay.
problems.
25-minute one. Yeah.
You can tell I haven't done this in a while.
think so.
Yeah, I always get
That
problems.
should be
at
assigned to
Scunthorpe.
you.
Always.
Perfect,
registering
thank you
at the
very
end.
much.
Never
No
registers
worries.
at the end. Absolute pain in the ass. Sometimes that's the problem with BCS and CCS and stuff like that. Like, now the only good thing is you can cancel the route. You won't get the full money if you just cancel it and then end it. This happened because I didn't know how about TT properly, and it shows. Yeah, but you know, this creation has now brought you onto the newest creation, so you know, it's that stepping stone that was required. If you didn't make these mistakes now, you'd be making them on the next map. You know what, I really hate when people sit here on the bus in real life and they're watching everything you're bloody doing. I hate these seats. Not too many of them have them now, I must admit. A lot of our newer buses, there's nothing for quite a while because they can be quite distracting. They sit here on their phone chatting. It's just like the coaches as well. I hate when they sit behind me in the coaches and on the phone for the whole 4-hour journey. There's nothing more annoying, inappropriate, it's rude and distracting.
Next stop, Ashbury High Street.
Hate it. It's a sneaky speed trap. Yeah, I got done. That's 2 speeding tickets now. It's not the BCSC's fault, it's the Cube and Tracks. Okay. I suppose it's the boxes that they're supposed to go past for the... I'm looking for wing mirrors that the bus doesn't have. Ashbury High Street. Demolished in the year 2021. I used to love sitting in those seats as a kid. Oh yeah, you know what? You do get some nice people. You could be on a long journey and you get the odd nice person that will talk to you the whole way, or you know, or they're just quiet. But it's the ones that will sit there on their phone. And here in Ireland, they don't have a sense of hearing. I swear they're all tone deaf, so they all have to shout. Especially the oldies on the mobile phones. They think like the phone doesn't work. It's like, hello! Like it works. Like I can hear you. The people across the road can hear you. You do get some nice people to sit there, and it's okay. With National Express, it was good in the UK because
Next stop,
kids weren't allowed to sit in the front half of the bus. Actually, it is a legal requirement in case we crashed. So if any kids came up behind me, now if they were okay and you can see that they're going to be okay.
Hello.
No one wants to talk to James. Yeah,
Can't hear you. Have you got your microphone on?
Hello. When you play this game, do you think you're driving a bus? Kinda. I mean, no, I drive buses in real life,
Next
so
stop, Ashbury Apartments.
I wouldn't say I do exactly what I do in a bus, but
Have you got your microphone on?
Richard is poo-faced, but he's here. Nice. It's good that you're here, mate.
When you play this game, do you think you're driving a bus?
There we go. We're now listening to myself. James needs to mute his microphone.
I would say.
There we go. Yeah, so in National Express, we could say it is legal requirement they had to sit past the middle seats in case the bus crashed, and we could get away with that. Here, because of COVID, it's all taped off. But what I sometimes do is I put my work bag on those 2 front seats. Now, if it's busy, it's it's busy. You have to let people on it. But if I can get away with it, I leave my stuff on the seats. I sit on the front of a bus. It's on the top deck. Yeah, I generally drive coaches more than I do the buses. City buses aren't so bad now. The new ones that we got, especially the Gen 3s, there's nothing now behind the driver. So they're not that bad, but I mainly drive coaches. But even the new coaches that we got now, because of the new disabled access thing that they've done on the Sundangus, the way the wheelchair goes in, they're the next person to you. So it's nice. There's no one there anymore. Richard, don't break anything. I feel uncomfortable sitting right behind the driver. Ooh. I don't mind people sitting there, and like I said, the odd bit of chat and stuff is okay, but there are some people that you really don't want to sit behind you. Yeah, seriously, you can go from Galway to Dublin and you can have someone who's visiting the country or whatever, and you get some real nice people, you do, and you get, your shift flies, but then you get the bad ones. Oh.
Next stop, Ferndale layover.
Are you back driving now in real life? No. I'm still currently signed off work. I have no idea. That's just a... Who knows? Not much I can say on that at the moment. There's a lot of hoops and hurdles that have to be jumped to get me back. I'm not going to go into every single one of them, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Because you're driving the public, the interest of safety, our company, since we're the national carrier, they're very strict. It's the same medicals as the people at the rail and stuff like that, and because of the nature of my accident, there's a lot of hurdles that I have to jump. Okay, we can thrash it down here at least. The boring ones. I just put my earphones in. So basically I drive around my earphones in, listening to podcasts or whatever. So generally people won't bother me too much. So if I know someone's going to be annoying, the earphones go in. So there's that. But the new coaches that we have, actually, the cab's built now, so no one can really bother me or go near me, which is what they want out of safety and all.
Hi there, could I have an engineer to Seafront Hill, where I am right now? Lift jack. Because my engine is broken.
No worries. That has been requested for you.
Lovely, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Okay, next up, Ferndale layover.
Hello? National Express, I can't hear you. I have sent you a little message through the app, so if you want to reply to me over, like text me your route that you want, I can do that for you.
I do like the ADLs. Yeah, I like the ADLs too. It's nice. This is the one that you brought, wasn't it, Johnny? People were saying we didn't have any of the smaller. I think we had mainly Scanias, wasn't it? No, where's the music in the car? Those hard of hearing.
Next stop, Hospital Road.
You can chat with them about the place you're dropping off. Yeah, sometimes, Callie, look, it just depends. Even our coach journeys, you see, because we're so rural, like that's like a normal bus for people, like going into town and back, they have to catch a coach because they live so rurally. So it's mainly locals. You do get tourists and stuff, obviously, but it's a lot more locals than anything. Headphones in is dangerous? No, not at all. If it's dangerous, we wouldn't be allowed to do it. Now, some bus companies don't allow it, in the fact of, I know in London they're a bit strict, and that's mainly because people touching their phones to change the music and stuff. But even here in Ireland, CCTV cannot be used against the driver. So it doesn't matter, I could be talking with my hands like this on the phone and I could be reported. CCTV cannot be used against the driver in any shape or form, unless maybe you had a serious accident and the police are involved. The only people that can use it are the police. Yep, you are allowed earphones in, no problem. And see, the other thing is here, our telemetrics on the bus for talking to controllers like this, like buses have radios and stuff, ours never work on the coaches, so the only way that they can contact us is through our mobile phones. So we're always told to have a Bluetooth ear set, or and I just have my headphones in. Yeah, there's no drama at all. I wouldn't feel comfortable to drive with earphones on. There's no harm in it. It's hands-free. You're allowed to drive hands-free in your car. It's the same thing. If anything, it's less distracting than the passengers on the bus. Sometimes, like, they can be the real problem, and that's all blocked out. Happy days. And sometimes I don't even play music. I just have them in so people don't talk to me. So it's just the effect. And if work do call you, like I said, I would probably report any driver who I saw wearing headphones on. It wouldn't go anywhere, Callie. It's a waste of time. It wouldn't even go to the driver, because it's allowed. You're not touching your phone. You're not doing any of those things. Yeah, it's company policy. Some companies won't allow it, but our company, the only way if we had a huge crash up above, or a bus is broken down and they need me to divert to pick up passengers, the only way they can contact me is through my mobile phone. So that's the only way. If I break down, I have to use my phone. There's no way to contact the controllers here. The city, the buses do have the radios, but again, everyone has their own things. I wear my earphones on my bus. Yeah, yeah. There's no drama in it. There's no law. Some companies don't allow it, but again, we need them in our line of work. We're continuously being called all the time by inspectors or people up in the AVL, swapping buses, where to put buses at break, fueling buses, or if there's problems up ahead. If we didn't have our headphones and our phone, there's no way we wouldn't know what to bloody do. We literally have hands-free phones at National X. Yeah, National Express, they had those mobile phones on the dash of the buses. Yeah. Yeah, just for some reason they just never really bothered with the technology of our coaches. I think maybe it's because of signal, because we're so rural up and down the back roads in the country, there's no signal. So I think that's half the issue. I reported a driver who was listening to music on the bus a few months ago via his phone. Again, it's not a distraction. Are you saying then when I drive my car and I listen to my radio, it's a distraction? Nothing would happen to that driver. You can report them all day long. That's the kind of thing that goes on the desk and goes straight in the bin. You might get the usual customer service reply, okay, we will check into it and have a look and talk to the driver, but they don't. And like I said, the other thing is CCTV cannot be used against any driver, so you can't bring a driver in for that because there's no proof he did it. You're saying it, well, it's his word against yours, but again, it wouldn't matter because you're allowed to do it. Some of those nights in the buses, and it's boring as hell, I put the Man United game on, Sky Sports on the radio. It keeps you going sometimes. You do a 12-hour shift on a bus with no sound, no noise, it will, it'd bore the crap out of you. Yeah, those CV radios in the buses, because we have to reach to them. There was a big thing with drivers here for a long time that they refused to use them because we had to take our hands off the wheel to use the company radios. So there was a big hoo-ha for that for months. I don't think they ever even resolved it. Some drivers don't answer any calls on those radios and they just say it's simple. So, yeah, you know, there's a difference between a bus and a car. There is no difference between a bus and a car. You carry 5 people. Are you saying 5 people's life in my car is not the same as 100 people's lives? Every life is a life, you know. Our buses even have radios built in so the driver can listen to music. Trucks can carry 44 tons and have their radio on full blast. Yeah, Callie, you're at a losing end here. Professional bus drivers are here. You know, we have radios in the bus that even the passengers ask for because we can put it on in the back. In the morning when we're in traffic for work, we put the radio on a little bit so they get all the news reports, they know the traffic, you know. It actually cheers people up actually as well when you're in long traffic and you're delayed, you know, an hour or two that we can be in the mornings because of heavy traffic going up into the industrial parks. It actually keeps the passengers from writing nearly.
Next stop, Old Depot Road.
Nah, they're not strict on it. Some companies are. Look, there are company policies that say no radios in the cockpit, no hands-free kits, and that's fine. But it's policy, not law. And like I said, CCTV cannot be used against any driver unless requested to by the police. So nothing will ever happen to the driver. Buses have radios built in, that's fine. But what's the difference from it being built in and then the guy playing it on his phone? He's not using his phone. The law states you can actually hold your phone as long as the bus is in say, neutral and handbrake on. Now, if the radio is on his phone, but the phone is in his bag on the floor or on the dash, where as long as he's not touching that phone, he's not doing nothing wrong. He just has the music. He's doing nothing wrong. Now, if he's sitting there on his phone in front of you, texting and driving, there's a huge difference. But we're saying, you know, if it's in your bag on the floor or away from the driver, there is no harm in that. There's absolutely no harm. It's not safe. Glenn Biggsy, shush. It's no different yet. Yeah. And that's it. Like I said, there's... On the coaches, we had to have the radio on because of National Express. You're not stuck to a set route. As long as I got, say, from Heathrow to Gatwick, it did not matter on my route. So if I hear on the radio, huge crash on the A23, don't go near it, I can divert my bus, and that's because I listen to the radio. And National Express encouraged that because they wouldn't tell me, well, unless there was huge problems, they wouldn't say anything to you. They'd leave you alone for the day. Otherwise, they'd be calling all drivers all day long. N25, junction 10 blocked, 12 blocked, you know. But that radio helped us on our routes. Glenn's on about working hours. What about working hours? Do you have any block hour limits? Yeah. So, on EU national rules state, so I can drive 15 hours of work, 9 hours driving, 10 twice a week. Yeah, that's basically it. But we have to have, within a 2-week period, we have to have 48 hours in continuous days off. So you can do 1 day of overtime 1 week, but the second week you can't. You have to have your 2 days off, and they must be together. You can't take split days off on that second week or on the first week, or however it happens. Every 2 weeks you have to have a continuous period of 48 hours off, and so they can't split those days off at all. But most driving, so it's wheels in motion when we talk about driving. So if I'm stuck in traffic, I can work 15 hours that day as long as I haven't driven over my 9 hours, or 10 if I can. I don't find it comfortable with drivers and radios. Yeah, no, that's your own thing, you know. But it's not, you know, you'll complain to the cows come home. Nothing will change. Nothing. You may not feel comfortable, but you know that we're not there to please every single person. Every single person is different. People will love radios. Some people won't like radios. You know, we get complaints that the bus drivers listen to radio. They don't like the station that we're listening to, or you know, that kind of crap. That's different in the UK. It's only a full. See, Jonathan Holmes. Now, see, you're talking about domestic hours. There are two different rules with bus driving. You got domestic and you got European. Now, domestic driving is different. They only need to have a full 24 hours. So say if I finished at 5 p.m. today, I could actually technically work again at 5 p.m. tomorrow. That is my day off. That is a 24-hour period without driving. It's a very grey area, but basically the domestic rules for, say, city driving is completely different. Absolutely completely different. But every day they must have at least 10 hours rest between shifts. As where we can drop ours back to 9 if we need to on the expressway. So if they drive European, then they go down to the 9 hours, the 90 hours or whatever it is over, well, 50 hours over 2 weeks or whatever it is. Top of my head, I can't remember. If anything, you guys have more stress than me. Yeah, passengers. I got complaining because I arrived at destination 15 minutes early. Yeah, you get complaints all the time, and you see them. Like, I talk to the complaints lady all the time. You see her, she's like, oh Jesus, she has about 150 emails from the weekend because buses are late. You know, people complain about this stuff. It's mental. It all just goes in the bin. All of it just goes in the bin. They do not give a crap. You can't stop a bus from being late. You can't, you know, those kind of trivial things, there's nothing you can do. It's out of company control. 11 hours reduced to 9 rest, that is. Yeah. So it's funny, you know. Like I said, it's the same as anyone listening to, and you see those truckers going down the road and they're watching DVDs on the bloody side of the bus and their iPad while they're driving their truck with 55 tons in the bloody back and no care in the world on autopilot. You know, there's a lot worse drivers out there than the bus drivers, that's for sure. But you see here, I drive EU rules because my bus, that's my route. Anything over 36 miles has to be EU law. Anything under the 36 miles can be domesticated. So the rules are changed. Unlucky work, we don't really deal with passengers unless they're causing an issue. That's true. What's the point of customer service department at a bus company? Because it's just one of those boxes that they have to tick. Look, don't get me wrong. When serious issues arise, and I'm talking serious issues, it's a different story. But at the same time, you know, you get 100 trivial complaints about, I didn't like this, I didn't like that, this driver brakes too heavy on this corner. You know, the difference with the road is the road changes all the time. The road is not the same every day. You don't know what's going to be around the next corner. Some car might come flying out. You know, I've had complaints. I had a man, he fell over on the bus. Now, it was his own fault to a degree. And what basically happened was, I was coming into London. I was taking the 702 Green Line. I was coming into London off the M4.
Next stop.
And the first stop is at Hammersmith. And he started walking down the stairs before I even got to the bus stop. And a lorry cutting in front of me. I had to jam on the anchors and he fell down the stairs. And he complained. And nothing happened. We watched the CCTV video. And, you know, half the time these people are doing stupid shit. It says on the rail, don't stand up until the bus has stopped. That is why, you know, you get these kind of complaints the most. Or the bus driver was speeding. I mean, there's no one can prove that you're speeding or not speeding, really. Yeah. Yeah, they do pass on the compliments. You'll get the compliments more than you'll get the complaints. You got to think, Callie, you know, you're going to get 1,000 complaints and the road changes all the time. You know, it's... If you were to pick at a driver for every little thing, every single day, of every little complaint, of whatever's happened, the bus companies will never have any bus drivers. How many people really want to be bus drivers? The hours are terrible, the pay is terrible, you have to deal with a lot of crap between traffic, people on the road, other drivers, aggressive passengers. I mean, I've had things thrown at me, I've had bottles of things thrown at me, I've had stuff tipped all over me, you know, just because kids think it's funny. You know, I had fireworks shot in the bus, and, you know, if I didn't have the screen here, you know, I would have died that night, no doubt about it. That firework was coming straight for my face. You know, if you were to put a bus driver in the office every 5 minutes for every little thing that came in, you wouldn't have a bus company. You know, and that's the truth. You know, it's not that easy to get bus drivers for the work we do, for the money that they do it. It's not great, and that's the God's honest truth. The way the operator here got away with having to use EU reg was one route was split into two, so something 112 for one and 113. Yeah, that's how they do some of it here. They stopped it though. They did have stuff like that, but it was stopped. I've heard of bus companies disciplining drivers for people giving driver compliments before. Yeah, it's the same thing as like accepting gifts. You know, I've been in trouble because a lady gave me, you know, a big bag of sweets and something else, and I accepted the gift like I should have accepted it. You know, it seems pointless, but this is the kind of crap that goes on. You know, I remember this lady. She left a purse on the bus, and I was halfway up the country, and that bus wasn't coming back that day. And I turned the bus around in town, and I went and found her in the high street, and I gave it back to her because I know rural Ireland, like, you know, you might have one bus every 6 or 7 hours, and you know, so the next day I was on the same route again, because how most passengers know the driver's schedules, you'll be on the same route for about 5 days usually, and then it'll swap on the same route at the same time. And she brought me something as a gift, and yeah, all this kind of crap. 10% complaint, 1% compliment. Yeah, it's very rare we get compliments, to be fair. Remain seated till flight comes to an end. That is exactly it. You know, it's the same rules, and people do it on the plane, but they don't listen to the bus drivers. I've been in so many fights, and National Express is ridiculous. At one point I had the highest passenger removal rate on the network. Yeah, same here in Ireland. Like, if I don't like the look of someone, like, I've seen it last bus of the evening in the town on the city, and you see the guys dangling off the posts, pissed out of their faces. Don't let them on. I drive past. Don't let them on. Why would I put any other passenger at risk because of this idiot? You don't know what he's going to do. You don't know if he's going to be aggressive. You don't know if he's going to start vomiting or pissing on the floor. And you get a lot of that crap. You do get a lot of that. You know, they're up near the emergency exits and they piss down the stairwell and all this kind of crap. People are disgusting. People are animals. There's no doubt about it. We should be caged. You know, I don't let these people on my bus for the reason of interest of public safety. My job is to safely get my passengers from A to B. If I let on every bloody lunatic, you know, there could be young girls on the bus. It could be anything, you know. There's a lot of pressure on bus drivers about making the right calls, and if I got pulled into the office, my union rep, and I'd sit there and say, I didn't pick him up because of the way he looked. And they'll say, well, you can't do that. And I say, well, yes, I bloody can. And there's nothing they can do to stop me, because I throw back this serious question is, what is the role of a bus driver? There is only one role of a bus driver, is to get to A to B as safely as possible. And passenger safety is the key. I don't know which way around we're supposed to do this. I think we're going this way. Oh man, I haven't done this in so long, I have no idea. I don't think it really matters, does it? We've been in so many fights, yeah, red on. Stagecoach are always short of drivers. I think every bus company is always short. Even here, we're always employing. Always. Passengers need telling straight sometimes. One set, 48 others, mate. Yeah. And it's true. You know, you get paid more nearly to sit at Aldi, and you wonder why people don't want to be a bus driver. For the long hours on the road, it's tiring, it's mentally exhausting, and you know, you can get the same amount of money now stacking shelves at Aldi. Makes no sense. 14 per hour now. Yep. And it's good that they've started increasing the wage, but the minimum wage now is what, £10 an hour in England, so it's not great. Pissing down the stairs. Seriously, pissing down the stairs, it's disgusting, and them dirty buggers that do it as well. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. People are filth. I pay my labourers 15 an hour. Exactly, there you go. I'm coming off for dinner, mate. Might be back. Alright, no worries, mate. I'm probably upsetting everybody about my bus driving experience. Look, when you're out on the bus, no one will bother you. You got to put yourself first, safety first, and the rest of it. Look after yourself. If I feel like, you know, there's going to be trouble, you know, stop the bus. Don't move the bus. I sit in my cage. My cage is locked. They can't really get to me. Call the police. We'll sit there for an hour if I have to. Yeah, it's all fun and games. But it's true. Bus drivers take a lot of flack and for not a lot of reward, unfortunately. And it's a shame. Hence why complaints go in the bin, especially trivial ones, because they wouldn't have any bus drivers left. No one's going to put up with that shit. I wouldn't. I'd tell them to stick it. And like I said, company comes say anything to me, they pull me in for my union meeting or whatever, they'll pull me in and I'll say, interest of safety. And no one can question that. How can you dare, you know, if they were to discipline me, I'll take them to court all day long. Take them to court. Interest of safety. I'll go to my local councillor. I've been fired because I was looking after the 40 people on the bus, and because I didn't let this one guy in because of, you know, I thought he was at risk to the public. They'll never fight. You know, the company will lose all day long. They wouldn't do it. Not in a million years. I used to have to put up with BS when I worked on the railway, especially working on the weekends. Last train, yeah. End of the night, oh crap, is actually quite scary. Even in buses, like, you know, you might get the odd one person on, and it's always the weirdos as well, and they'll be watching you. You can see them in the mirrors. They're looking at you the whole way, and you never know what people are going to do. And the stupid thing is, you don't know who's carrying what these days. The guy can come up with a gun and say he wants all my money. It can happen, and it has happened. The drivers in Dublin. I was doing CityLink to Dublin when I first moved to Ireland. Hang on, we'll wait for the chat. Nope.
Hello, mate.
Can I talk, please?
Anything in particular you're after?
Any 20s available?
Let's have a little looky for you. Yep. Yeah, I've sent that to you now. Do you need a bus, or are you going to use the garage?
Can I have a bus, please, as well?
Yeah, no worries. All's done for you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Cheers.
So when I first moved to Ireland, I was working for CityLink, and basically you're doing the airport shuttle between Galway and Dublin, but you stop in Dublin City. I opened up the lockers to the bus for people to start bagging, and about 5 kids jumped out of nowhere, grabbed bags and ran. And the lady was telling me to chase after them. Am I frig chasing after them? Who knows? They could have guns, they could have knives. I'm sorry, you know what I mean? I call the police, and that's as much as I'm doing. I'm not, you know, I'm not a hero. I'm not Superman. It's one of the reasons why I quit. Short-tempered and a fighter. Oh yeah, look, when people get angry at me, they get more angry because I just sit there and I'm just like, sure, yep, no worries, mate. Cheers. Here's my badge number. Here's my name. No problem. You carry on. CCTV's there. Guards are coming. You'll see they'll run. Did you get them people who sleep on the bus and the last bus and don't know? And yeah, you'd get them sometimes in the coaches. Like I roughly know when people are getting off. When they get on, I do take tickets, and I always make a mental note, or I tick a little. I have a sheet next to me, and I always tick. Oh crap! People dying on my bus now. We're talking about people dying and how people are dying. Hang on, we'll get back to that conversation in a second. Hello, James. I need an ambulance, please.
Yep, no worries. Where are you? There you are. Your next stop is Knights Avenue, is that right?
Maybe throw it 2 stops up. What's the next
Ferndale Market.
Yeah, that'll do.
No worries. On its way to you.
Cheers, mate. And if I know that someone's getting off at that stop and no one gets off, or if I don't see him again, when you only got 30 passengers, you do remember very easily who's on and off the bus. And I'll always give a shout.
Next stop.
But yeah, you do get the odd person that will sleep on the bus. And then you wake them up and they're like, oh, where am I? I'm like, you're in Galway. What? I should have got off 4 hours ago. When's the next bus? Tomorrow. Nothing I can do. That's why I like the routes. We all backwater, bus pass, express routes, yeah. Oh god. I'll have to go back on the chat in a second once I stop here. Hang on, I've missed what some people are saying. Some people might think I'm talking absolute crap as well. That's fair too. I got a black eye for questioning a guy's valid ticket. Yeah, it's not worth it. Fucking hell. It's not worth it. The main thing with bus driving, you sit in your seat. Now, like I said, coach drivers, it can be a little bit more antsy because there's no protection. Like in a city bus, the good thing is you're caged quite well in. You know, it's going to take a big thundering to get that cage down. Now, the only good thing is you do get passenger support. If someone is being a nuisance, you do get a lot of passengers that will stick up and, you know, help you out and all the rest of it. But Jesus Christ. I've had a streak on the bus. No, I've had people doing naughty things on buses though. I get on the mic and I'm like, you know you're on CCTV, and you just watch them freak out. Spent more helping Doris get on and off. We used to have BTB with us last train. Yeah, it can be quite scary once people have had a few beers and they get brave. That's the thing, they get brave. They're not strong, they're not smart, they just get brave. What happened on the bus? Why you need an ambulance? Oh, someone's having a heart attack. Inside, I'm not slagging your job off, can I be honest? You can be as honest as you want, mate. You're not slagging my job off. I'm just telling you what happens. Just telling you the real world. We didn't have protective shields, bro. Oh yeah, Jesus, yeah. That's what I mean. These days, you know, the drivers are pretty, you know, city buses, they are caged in now. It's the same with National Express. We had to stop taking money because we'd be the last bus going into London, and it'd be quite scary. You'd be pulling into London and you could have £1,000 in your pocket, and there were drivers that were getting robbed and all this kind of stuff, and it's terrible. So that's why they started going cashless, to try and, you know, why would you rob a bus driver if he has no money, kind of job. The reason why I'm uncomfortable with the radio etc. is a part of my condition. Yeah, that's fine. Look, mate, there's nothing wrong with not being happy with how you feel. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I'm not a perfect driver. I don't think anybody's a perfect driver. Like I said, the road conditions are always changing. And, you know, it's just what it is, isn't it? It is. I was just saying to you, you know, these things kind of happen, and that's kind of it. Had a guy at Middlewood, used to get on early in the morning. Oh my god, you guys all and roll little lumps of poo and leave them. It is disgusting, but people, like I said, you know, the end of the night and they're dying for a piss, and especially on the coaches, you see them in the camera, and there's no toilets on our coaches now, and you'll see them pissing. Like I said, they'll be pissing down the emergency stairs. They'll be standing in the corner thinking, oh, no one can see me, and they'll be pissing down the stairs, and yeah. All kinds of dirty stuff. It's not a pretty job. Now the only good thing is that I don't touch any of that crap. Things like that happen, the bus is going straight to the depot. I don't care if people are on the bus. That's it. It's going in the depot. It's done. That's my job done. Only the drunk women who flashed you as they come out of the nightclubs. Yeah, I never got any of that good stuff, fortunately. Okay, I believe that we gotta wait here for the ambulance. Here it is. The one team who love working for the company. No worries, mate. You're more than welcome here. I don't think I could ever have been a bus driver for what you're saying. There are some good perks too. They're the kind of the bad stories. I'm sorry if I slagged your jobs or ex-jobs off. I didn't mean to. You're not slagging anyone off, mate. You're not slagging anyone off. I'm just telling you what it's like on the road. Could go on for days about some of the weirdos. Yeah. To be fair, the routes that we're on, there's not too many of them, to be honest with you. More people are getting off. I did have an issue. There was a guy who was a bit of a Looney Tune in one of the villages, and he basically, I was overloaded. Now, I did break the law. I was coming down from the Cliffs of Moors, the last bus of the night, and there's about a 5-mile trip down into the next village, and the guards know that we're overloaded that time of night. Now, what happened was, I had a few people standing in the aisleway. Now, this guy, he had his disabled seat. There was no one bothering. There was no one really around him. And he went bananas, absolute bananas, and he swung the crutch at me and he hit me in the leg with the crutch. So the next day I saw him in the village, and what he does, he gets his crutches and he pushes everyone out of the way. I'm disabled, I have access. And I just pushed him. I said, you ain't got no fucking access here today, mate. And he would go down about 40 miles to the next town, basically. And I left him there, last bus of the night. He said, you can't do this. I pay my taxes. I can do whatever I want. And I never took him again. We get some of them weirdos. And then a few months later, he tries getting on my bus again. I'm like, do you think I'm an idiot? I don't forget who you are. God, I'm trying to read this now. Rail replacement using Oyster cards and DIL replacements, even though I don't know if I just made the right turn. Man, I can't actually see what you're saying. There's so much to read there. I'll have to catch it in a second. I actually used to love doing rail replacement. I worked for First Slough. I used to do all the rail replacements. It used to be very good fun. Just be a bunch of us going up and down between like a couple of stations. Bit of fun. I had a guy when he was controlling go mad. I didn't want to touch him. Yeah, that's it. Just let him go crazy. Not a superb driver. Look at my 5 back. Yeah, your 100% driving scores. They will never last as you want to see. Some people are dirty pigs. There's no truth. Routes to Cork and that meant to have toilets now. Yeah, I don't know why they introduced that, but obviously they felt like it was needed. Because what I'd usually do when I used to drive down Galway to Cork is you'd stop in Limerick and you let them off. You have about a 20-minute wait, and there's a big coach station there. Let everyone off, go to the toilet, and that's kind of like your halfway point. But yeah, obviously the company felt like it was needed for some bloody reason. Call police to a guy whacking one out. Yeah, there's something going on up in Yorkshire there, in the Dales. There must be something in the water. Yeah, it's not that bad. Like I said, the worst ones I've always had is just the drunk ones, you know. But sometimes, like when you're on the coaches and they come right up into your face, you know, I don't like that. I do get a bit touchy. And they come right up into your face and they're trying to talk to you and they're spitting on you, and I can't tolerate that stuff. Like, it's just normal behavior. We all like to go out and have a few drinks and have a laugh, but some people. Yeah, lashing out's part of the fun though, Callie. It makes you feel better for about 10 minutes. Mate, I'd be grand on National X. We're Grumpy Muppets. Yeah, to be fair, the National Express, because they always felt like they were better than everyone else as well. We'll go into the coach station and we'll be like, you know, walking around with our badges. I know, because I used to do it too. 3 people go on 3 different stops, not together. Wait till 1, 2, run the opposite directions. Oh my god. What bus company would you recommend to drive for in London? To be honest with you, I couldn't do the city work in London. It would blow my brains out. It'd be dead boring. I used to have a few mates, and a lot of them used to say things like, you know, they'd be put on one route and that'd be it. You say if you were on the 63, you'd be on the 63 for nearly forever, unless you went out and route learned on your day off, and crap like that. Like, I don't think I could do it for London. I used to work for National Express Heathrow, and they're a great company. I used to love National Express. It's probably one of my favourite jobs, to be honest with you. And I only left because I moved here, so yeah, I love National Express. Like I said, First, actually, when I worked for First, I actually have a good report with First. You know, they paid my wages every week, and what more do you want? You know, they never bothered you. They were quite good like that, you know. As a driver, that's what we want the most. We want to be paid and have as least hassle as possible. Used to love the rail replacements on a Sunday, means sitting on the mess room and getting paid for it. Yeah, we'd go down in big groups, and you know, there'd be no passengers. They might only send 1 bus, and then we'd all be there just having fun. Yeah. It's fine, mate. You can grumpy and moan all you want. That's what passengers are for. Trust me, bro, the things I've seen, smelt, heard. Yeah, you know, that's one thing I really hate as well, the smelly people. And I'm not being rude, but it's not hard to have a bath or a shower or change your clothes once in a year. Like, that is our biggest problem, I'd say, in Galway City. We have a couple of them, and when they get on, the whole bus gets off, seriously. Or if people see them at the bus stop, they'll wait for the next bus. They know. And it doesn't matter what you say to these people. And I remember there was this one guy when I used to do the Dublin work, and he'd get on every day going to Loughrea, which is about, you know, half an hour away. And he'd sit at the front of the bus, and seriously, you'd be gagging. Like, it was so bad. I used to make him sit at the back of the bus. It was the only way. I couldn't do it. Yeah, the office can be terrible with things like, even when, you know, the bus has a red light on and it says stop emergency, and you know, there's steam coming out the back, and they'll be like, do you think you can drive it to the depot? I'm like, yeah, if I drive to the depot and the engine blows, who's going to get the blame here? No, handbrake on, I'm not moving, get the mechanics out, get them to drag it back. If they want to drive it back, it's their own, you know. I hate that. They always say, do you think you could get it back to the depot? Do you think? No, I don't think. It says emergency, stop now. You know what I mean? Any good thing about London? It's cashless. Yeah, that's a good thing. You don't really have to talk to anyone when it's cashless. They had a perfect opportunity to do it here because of COVID, and they still decided not to.
Next stop, Ashbury University.
And I think it was a huge mistake. The unions really pushed for it, especially when COVID first started, and we didn't know, was it, you know, could it be contracted through cash and touching, and, you know, there's nothing worse than driving with those rubber gloves and stuff on. You know, every time you get passenger on, you have to put on the bloody sanitizer, and oh god, it's like bleach. We refused the guy and the Gleedies for that. Poor passengers. Yeah, well, it got to the point where I wouldn't take the bus, and the inspector would come down, and I'd say, get him off the bus or do something with him, and that'd be that. I wouldn't take him, and actually most of the drivers wouldn't take him in the end, but he still manages to get on occasionally, especially the new drivers. They don't like to refuse anybody. What's that? It's called water conservation, save water. Jesus, seriously, it's vile. Some of it can be proper vile. I don't know, is this going to register? Bugger. I think I have to go all the way around, don't I? Drop off. I don't think it registered at last stop. We'll see when we go around here. Do inspectors ever get on your buses? No. We actually only had one inspector for the whole of the west of the country, and the only time they'd turn up is if they thought drivers were fiddling. So if drivers were, if it was known that they were fiddling, they'd send the inspectors on. But nah, and when he retired, they never actually replaced him. I think he retired last year, and they never replaced him. There's no. Our inspectors that we call inspectors are the ones now in the office just moving buses around, and they're not interested in checking tickets. Okay, we were late at the end, but I think we did okay. Better made some good bloody money. I should have sold tickets. I've told other people that they could get quicker buses, but they don't. They get on the stopping buses, which is annoying for those living in villages with only the stopping. Yeah. Some people are strange. My friend has a body smell and he stinks badly, and we wear face masks near him. Oh god. Yeah, leave it with me. Yeah, never hear from him again. It's like, oh, I need annual leave next week. Oh yeah, leave it with me. Why am I working? Oh yeah, we couldn't get you the time off. Yeah, well, thanks for telling me. They get on the buses in Blackpool. Yeah, here, like I said, there was one guy doing it for the whole west of the country, coaches and city, and when he retired, they never filled the vacancy. Okay, we'll see if we can squeeze one more in. We'll see what James is like. James, do you want me to do one small quick one, or do you want to get out and drive, or what's the story?
I'm happy for you to do another one if you want, and then we can swap over.
All right, mate. Yeah, throw me anything that's around 20 minutes or so.
Okay, we'll do.
I'm all university out.
What we got? Got a 4.
No, I did the 4.
I've done the 4. A 9.
Yeah, I'll do the 9.
All right, that's assigned to you.
Cheers, mate. Okay. What are we going to drive now? I think we should take a single deck, really. I don't even know where they are. God, too many buses, too many depots. I don't even know what's going on. They got the buses. Okay, read that one. New drivers are a little too customer focused. Yeah, but they get a bit worried, and that's fair enough. Like, you know, it's a new job, and you know, especially when you're on, like, you know, your 3-month probation. There's nothing worse than that word. It means absolutely nothing. But you know, it's fair enough. We're going to take the B7 out. Ingleborough High Street. Yep, that's where we're going. That's what we're doing. Blackpool, I saw 6 or 7 different inspectors get on the buses and check tickets. Not seen any even inspector all. Yeah, they, like I said, it's just some companies. Basically, the problem is that they were, especially here, they were paying someone vast amount of money to check tickets, and obviously the company wanted to save money and stuff, so cutting his job was the easiest way to do it, really, I suppose. How long did the route take to do? It took me about 50 minutes, I think, didn't it? Yeah. I don't mind the university routes. I don't mind them. I think they're alright. Yep, this is my last route of the evening, and then I have to go sit in the office for the last part. But yeah, look, hopefully, you know, be a bus driver, guys. It's the best job out there. There are some rewards to the job, though. Like, you know, there's no real bosses. You know, you go out, it's your own, you know, it's like, the only thing that really annoys me about being a bus driver is when you take over a bus and you've had a dirty pig of a driver, and he's got their sweet wrappers and cake and half-eaten sandwiches on the floor, and they don't clean up the mess. Actually, that is the other thing. That probably annoys me more than anything else. Like, it's like your office, you know, you don't want to live and work in a pigsty. You know, if I eat a snack while I'm driving, or I might have a bit of fruit or whatever, I put it in my bag and I'll throw it in the bin when I get off the bus. Why can't they do that? Like, why do they have to throw it on the floor? And yeah, that bugs me. But you know, you get in your bus for the day. No one's really going to bother you. You drive around. If you enjoy driving, it's great. And that's the best thing, really. 25k to check 7 tickets an hour over in Newry. Yeah, well, I think our inspectors were getting paid over double that. Over double that to check the same crap. Yeah, no, people are all different. People are all different. I smile, I say hello. They pay their money, they get on. Or they give me their sad story why they can't pay me, and they still get on because I don't generally care. You know, just get on the bus, we can get moving. You know, you don't have the money, you don't have the money. Fair enough, shouldn't have caught the bus. But, you know, some people are chances. I don't care because people get irate. You know, that's the worst thing. If you say no and then they get angry and then you don't know what's coming thrown at you. But there are some real good parts of the job. Like I said, no one will really bother you. The only thing that I wish that they could change is better scheduling. Like some of the shift patterns, you know, you go from earlies, middles to lates, back to earlies. It's tough on the body. It really is tough on the body. You know, there are ways that they could, you know, if there was a board that only did nights, I would do lates, you know, start at 2 o'clock, finish at 12 o'clock, happy days. And I'd do that predominantly. I don't want to be getting up at 4 in the bloody morning. I hate doing that. But I have to do those shifts now. We swap shifts as drivers, of course, and all the rest of it. But that's still hard work. Then you have to tell inspectors that you're swapping, and then someone doesn't turn up because they've forgotten, and then you're in trouble because they never told the inspector. And it is down to you as a driver. And like I said, for me, I'm easygoing. Easy going. Got a problem? Don't want to hear it. Just get on. It's not my money. On to the fact that annoys me in London is the fact that we do earlies, middles, and lates. We can't do one due all the time. Yep. And that's the problem with bus driving, and that's not going to change. It's just shift work. That's the worst part of it, like I said. Now, they were doing things where they were trying to get like a late board, an early board, but the senior men would get all the best shifts though, and it wasn't fair on the other drivers. So you have to do all the shifts. It's the only way to make it even across everybody. To be fair, tour work wasn't, yeah, it's not as bad though. Depending on what kind of tours you can do. If you're just doing day tours, you know what you're doing. You know, it's handy out, but yeah, I know what you're all saying. Okay, Monday to Friday 1, 1404. Yep, this is us. This is our beast. Hopefully the HOF file's gonna bloody work. I don't even know what HOF I need. Aston departure probably. I feel like my bus is missing stuff. What's going on? Aston terminus. Okay, let's turn the beast on. Do love the sound of a good old Volvo. Why are my bus stops not working on my mini map? What's going on here? Okay, it should be us to pick up somebody, maybe. I love why they all now are going to zigzag to get on the bus.
Good day, driver.
I love that.
It's flipping freezing on here, mate.
Well, you're going to be flipping freezing for the whole journey, mate.
Good day, driver.
Good day. I don't know what time we're supposed to be leaving here either. If everyone could choose their own shift, surely there would be no one on late. You'd be surprised, Callie, like I prefer doing later shifts starting in the afternoon, like doing 2 till 12s or 2 till 11s. That suits me. 3 till 11. That suits me better than getting up at 4:30 in the morning to get to work for 5 and then work until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It just kills your body. I hate it. But then we have to do that, then you might have 2 days off and then you're going into a late. Or you've come off the lates and you have your day off. Sometimes even our days off are split, so you finish on a late, so you finish at say 12:30 at night. You have the one day off and then you have to be back in at 4 in the morning the day after. Oh my god, like that kind of stuff. That's the hardest part for me. What's our timetable? What time are we leaving? 14:04. We've got plenty of time. Let's open up these doors. Might get another passenger or two. You never know. Yeah, I was on EU running it up to the limit. Yeah, that can be some of the problems with tour work as well. You can be running up. Late spare, best shift confirmed, 100%. Yeah, the worst spare is the 7 o'clock spare in the morning, because you might come in at 7 for spare and then someone always phones in sick for a middle because no one likes doing their middles. And then you're doing 9 till bloody 9. Oh, it's the worst. Late spare, to be fair, late spare can be a bit dodgy for us as well. The best one is early spare. You know, you do the 4 o'clock in the morning spare and you probably won't do anything all day. Our spares, they do get caught a lot. Or what they do is, say if you're a late spare, you have to do the van shuttle, because there's no one to drive the van who drives the drivers up and down the depot and to the bus station. That's what generally, and that's okay, like you just drive up and down, that's fucking handy out, isn't it? I couldn't work at night. People body clocks are different. Like, even if I worked earlies, I couldn't go home and go to bed at 9 o'clock at night. I just can't do it. So then I'm wrecked for the next day as well. So for me, I'd rather, not have to set an alarm, get up at, 9 or 10 or whatever, and go back to work at 2, finish by midnight, happy days. Now, some of the worst shifts I ever did with National Express, they're 3 o'clock in the morning to Stansted Airport from Heathrow. Oh my god, I don't know how I survived not sleeping on the M25 when it's dead, pitch black. The coaches are so comfy, they're warm. Oh my god. I don't know how I never died on the M25. There's some people who love that crap. It's all about the earlies. Nights for epic, especially touring. Yeah.
Hello, mate. What?
Yeah, and there's no traffic. The other thing about working earlies is the morning traffic is a nightmare. And when you're tired and hungry, because nothing's been open for you to get a couple of sausage rolls.
Flipping freezing on here, mate.
It's the worst. At least in the afternoon, 2 o'clock, you know, when you go into work at 2, you take over the bus say at 3. You know that between 4:30 and 6:30 in Galway, you're not even going to do one run because the traffic is so bad. So it's handy, you're getting paid to sit there. If you're doing early, you have to fight the traffic in the morning, and sometimes you have to fight the traffic getting out of Galway City as well. Yeah, it's a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. I like structure. Yeah, well, unfortunately for a bus driver, there is no structure. There's none of that. Well, yeah, there is structure. I mean, look, my rota, if I stay on my board, now the only way I can come off my board is if I apply for a new one. I know my rota for the next 20, 30 years at work, unless it gets changed, obviously, with the timetabling and stuff, but, like, I know my shifts for the next year ahead. And I can plan accordingly. Like, if I wanted to go out, I know when I have a weekend off. It's easy to plan, so it's not so bad. Yeah. This does have the whoa. It does have the Simply livery there. Jordan has been right on Facebook. Sorry, mate, I've not been ignoring you. There you go. Yep, this now does have a Simply Kate livery. This is a beast of a bus. I love the old Volvos. Yeah, the school work is more structured, but you don't get paid very well. The school drivers, and most of them are like, you know, the men that are close to retiring. I mean, you get up, you do your 3 hours in the morning, and then you do your 3 hours in the afternoon, or 2.5 hours, or whatever. Yeah, look, there are structures, but it's very hard to get a bus driver role. I mean, unless you work for a private hire, and then you're not going to get paid more than like 50 quid a day. And I don't think I'd like that either. I'd rather drive trucks. Helps with doing streams, knowing the shifts. Yeah, you know, obviously when I do have to go back to work, you know, there'll be some weeks when I'm on middles that you won't see me streaming at all. You know, I won't be able to because I'll be working all day and all night. You know, there's no life in those weeks. The middle weeks are the worst weeks. For sure, the worst.
Hey, lads,
you're driving.
Inside the bus you're driving now, I use it as a training bus. Yeah, it's nice. I like this little bus. I was going to buy one for the company ages ago, and Stephen Bradley told me no, it's crap. I know it's crap, but I wanted it. And then some other people asked for it, so I was able to add it. That's all I was waiting for. Once it's requested, it's easier. In London, they're doing special school runs, drivers duty 7th. Yeah, and then what the drivers would then do between the middle is that they'll come in and act as spares and stuff, so like they'd get the day's work out of it, but still, it's not for me. There's a lot of rules with school kids as well. It's very dangerous, you know, especially if it's like the teenager kids. You know, you look at a kid wrong these days and you're in a lot of trouble. Saying that, it's the same on normal buses as well, but you know, you can't say anything to a child. You know, you can't, just nothing. Nah. Not for me. I think everybody's getting off because of my terrible driving. Inside, send me delivery, please. I would like to become official driver. The one team. Do you have BCS, the bus company add-on, as well as the CCS? If you join the bus company, I will give you the special role in Discord. There is an area in Discord for the bus drivers that's hidden, that only if I give you the roles. But if you're going to do some events and join in, then I'll give you the roles so you can get deliveries. They're downloadable packs. Jonathan Holmes does a great job with them. Not in London, they used to have long breaks. Yeah, but that's where a lot of our drivers would be, they'd be asking, do you need anyone to cover, or, you know. And that's what they'd do then. You don't have BCS. Okay, well if you have CCS, what I'll do, I'll give you the role when I'm finished and you'll be able to download deliveries, alright mate? I know you are doing some runs on this tonight, so I'll let you download them. Oh, where's my brakes? Jesus Christ. Yeah, he is the one Teen UK, yeah. I think he messaged earlier on one of them. So yeah, the one Teen UK, Stephen Bradley will give you the role, and you'll be able to see all of our bus company stuff in the Discord, and you'll see the repaints there, and the Simply Claim repaints. Clips. Yeah, I don't mind it. Look, there are, there are a few things missing on it, of course, but it's okay. I think the sounds are okay as well. Take whatever we can get. Driving through us now. The One UK, we stream CCS events every Wednesday. Every Wednesday. So we do these company events every Wednesday. For anyone that wants to just pick up CCS or has BCS and CCS or whatever, you don't have to drive for our company. We open them up so it's free to anyone. You don't have to join the company to actually take a route and have a bit of fun. So yeah, every Wednesday. We normally swap between right hand and left hand. So this week is right hand drive. So next week we'll probably do a left hand drive. No idea what. I mean, we did Villamol last week. There's a couple of maps I'd like to do, but some of the downloads, like to get the map, there's quite a lot of extensive stuff to download. So, yeah, any suggestions for next week? Can't really think. I haven't seen Siku in a while. Has anyone seen Siku? Thought he might have joined us this evening. I mean, we can always do right hand next week if people prefer to do a right hand drive map. We could do London. Because it will be my last week before I'm away for a week, so then if you guys want to do a CCS event, Stephen and someone will have to organise it. So we could do London next week if people are up for London. Be the last stream before I go away. Do we get sent the map in advance? Yeah. I am here next week. I'm here till Wednesday. After Wednesday, I go on Thursday for a week, so... Shall we do London next Wednesday? And the company can still do an event. It's up to, like I said, if Stephen, unless everyone wants to take a week off, it's up to them. But yeah, Discord, we always post... I always try and set them up kind of a good 5 days before. Okay, Jonathan Holmes is just coming by. I know, many good right-hand drive maps. Sort a Bodenham event for the week after. Okay, Stephen. Yeah, that's fine. Imagine Yorkshire 3 comes out while you're away. Well, good news is Silo has said I should be pretty safe. There he is. It won't. Yeah, I would have been a bit mad. I'm not gonna lie. There's quite a few games coming out next week as well that I'm quite interested in. That I should have keys for and stuff, so we'll see. Yeah, so we'll probably do London next Wednesday if that suits everybody. We'll do another right-hand drive. It seems to be more popular than the left, obviously. Yeah, but it's the last one I'll be doing live for nearly 2 weeks. Okay, well, we can do left-hand drive if that's what people want to do. I don't mind. I'll put a vote up in Discord. I'll pick 2 maps and we'll put it to a vote. Okay. Well, I'd quite like to do Proboscia Land, but I'm pretty sure none of you guys will want to download that map. I'll have a look after this and I'll post up in Discord and let people choose what they want to do. Yeah, London is always busy. Yeah, so London, you know, brings in the drivers. When we do left hand, not everyone joins in with the left-handed stuff. I mean, we could do straight deck. We haven't done straight deck in a little while. Legend 3. Wait for a week. What are we waiting here for? Oh, there's a bus there, would you believe it? All the Sydney Connect drivers have gone bananas again. Like I said, after this tonight, I will look at 2 maps, or 3 maps. I'll put it to a vote and we'll let everyone just choose what they want to do. If London wins, we'll do London. If not, we'll do left-handed. Skeletons.
Morning, sweetie.
Yeah, I think a few had a few issues with that map. Okay, so maybe we won't do that map. We'll have a look. Blame the inspectors. Yeah, gotta blame somebody. We'll I'll have a look at what maps that I haven't done in a while, or that's free or easy to download. I wouldn't mind doing the Berlin X10, but not everyone has the X10. So I'll try and keep it freeware if we can. And yeah, so look, by the end of tonight, I'll put up a post and I'll let people pick, and whatever wins, wins. Okay, we're getting there. I can't even think of maps that we haven't done in a while. I really like that Villimore that we did last week. Cronab or Creefaf are the shizzles. Yeah, I like. We did Creefaf. Was it the week before? Cromnab. I don't think we've ever done it as a CCS event. I don't know how many people we can take in the CCS. I do like the map though. I've done a few videos on that map. It's a real nice map. Same with the Proboscia Land 1.2. I really like that map as well. But I think you need a lot of other freeware maps and stuff to get it working. Oh, that was Anaheim. Again, there's quite an extensive download list for Anaheim. Yeah, we did Creefaf. Maybe we did Creefaf again because it is quite simple for everyone to download. Most of us have it. We'll have to have a look. Anaheim's good. Yeah, I've got no issues doing Anaheim. If people are happy to download it. There's so many bloody versions though. We have to make sure we get the right version.
Morning, sweetie.
I wanted to add it to the company because Prince wanted it added, but again, this 85% raw crap that we're on at the moment, can't bloody add anything. Yeah, Anaheim, yeah, that's what I mean. It does take a little bit of work to get it up and running. I have it. I did a stream on it when it came out. Is it version 4 was the latest one? I think it's the updated is the best one. Anaheim updated. Is that the one? I'll DM you the link for the one I use. Oh yeah, do. That'd be good. Yeah, we could do Anaheim then next week if that's what people want. I'm easy going. If people have issues with runs on OMSI, if you quit OMSI and get an option, yeah, you do get to load back in. That one, UK, no worries, mate. Thank you for, I know it's your first event with us, so more than welcome. James should get a promotion. James did get a promotion. It's his first day in the office today. This is his promotion. And Prince. Prince is in the office as well. Anaheim. Okay, so I won't put a vote then. We're just doing Anaheim next week. Anaheim updated. Isn't that the newest one? I have to bloody check now. Like I said, there's about 5 different versions of that bloody map. It is a good map though. It is a good map. Long routes, 96-minute routes. We'll do one route and take the whole stream. Can I do some officers? Yeah, you know, I always throw it out to people, whoever want to do an hour. Stephen usually opens up the doors. And I usually close out. But I'm happy for other people to do the final hours as well, by the way, guys. Sent you everything I use in BCS. No worries, mate. I'll have a look after this. Yeah, I need to have a look. I'm pretty sure I had it installed, but I don't know if it's the right version. Need to have a look. This bus is a little bit quick. That's the only thing I would say. It's no problem. No problem. Prince is up for doing more time in the office, and James might want to do the odd hour here and there, and Stephen and B.G covers an hour here and there. I don't think he's doing any runs tonight. I have to have a word with B. Okay guys, that is our final route of the evening. I'm now going to go sit in the office. We'll go have a little nose what we've done.
Hello.
Look, is anything still available?
Let's have a look for you.
I went toe to toe with Len.
Yep. What would you like?
Is 20 still available?
So 20. There is indeed. I'll put that on there for you.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
Cheers.
Oh, B-Dot was having issues. Oh yeah, I remember now. His rabbit chewed his wheel. Still bring him in for tea and biscuits. They'll do him no harm. Let's have a look what our figures are looking like for this evening. Too many bloody garages and buses here. We need a quick travel. Here you go. Everyone should be out working, and here they all are. Look at them. How are we doing this evening? No, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. Who went toe to toe with Len? Yeah. Oh. Okay. When I was in the office, no one was really speaking. Yeah, they don't really, unless they have issues or if they need things. Oh yeah, I broke the man. Yeah, I need to have a look at the man's electrics. I will have a look at that. There's still a few people kicking around here. It's nice. Yeah. But anyways, guys, look, thank you all for hanging out this evening. Much appreciated. I will be back Friday. We will be flying on Friday. I don't know what. I think we're going to continue where we left off in America. Head up to Canada, maybe. We will see. We will see. But thank you to everyone. Glenn Bixley, are you streaming next? Are you streaming? But thank you to everyone that took part in the event, everyone that's been in the office this evening. Thank you to Callie, that One Team UK. Silas, it's nice to have you here, mate. Can't wait for Yorkshire 3. Hurry up. Kevin Graham, of course. God, there's been so many. Stephen Bradley, all the mods members. Mainly you guys have been chatting for the last little bit here. Daniel Lewis, Glenn Bixley, Jonathan Holmes, everyone else that's been here this evening. Thank you all very, very much. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.